Good morning to all. Today we will discuss about the topic on normal subgroups. 1 minute. Okay. Normal subgroups. In a previous classes we have discussed about the cosets. Now today we will discuss about the normal subgroups. Okay. So in this normal subgroup we know that the first basic definitions of groups and subgroups. Okay. Groups and subgroups topics are involved in any topic. Okay, any topic in our fourth sem syllabus. So a subgroup of H of a group G, a subgroup of a H of group G. Okay, let G be a group, then H be a subgroup, is said to be normal subgroup if one condition is satisfied, that is the X inverse belongs to H. Okay, so this is the condition X inverse belongs to H. These conditions are satisfied, then it is group is called as the normal subgroup. Here X belongs to our group G and H belongs to subgroup. Clear? So let G be a group and H be a subgroup, is said to be a normal subgroup of G if condition is X inverse belongs to H, where X belongs to G and H belongs to H, then it is called a normal subgroup. Okay, and one more theorem, a subgroup H of a group group G is a normal subgroup of G if and only if X inverse is equals to H for every X belongs to G. This is the theorem statement, and once again a subgroup H of a group G is a normal subgroup of G if and only if X inverse is equals to H for every group in G. Okay, proof. Given that H is a normal subgroup of G, then we have, what is the definition? H is a normal subgroup of G, then it is satisfies the X inverse belongs to H for all X belongs to G and H belongs to H. X belongs to G is nothing but X is the element in G, H is the element in H. Okay, so and X inverse, we are calculated X inverse, then which is belongs to subgroup. Okay, then it is called a normal subgroup. So consider, given that X inverse. Okay, X inverse is equals to X inverse such that X belongs to G, H belongs to capital H. Okay, X belongs to as per definition. Okay, similar process X inverse is nothing but, and again X inverse H into X. Okay, X inverse and X inverse H into X. Okay, then as per definition we can change X change to X inverse, H common, X inverse change to X. For all same, X belongs to element of G and H belongs to element of H. Okay, both are which is subset of H, because given that X inverse is equals to H, that's why both our conditions are subset of H. Therefore any one condition we can assume. I will assuming H X inverse H X which is subset of X. Okay, so multiplying both sides with X, what we will get? X inverse H X, which is subset of X into H. Okay, so we get X inverse is nothing but X is a element, X inverse is a inverse element, X inverse which is always denoted as a identity. Okay, so we get X inverse is identity, then we get identity H X, which is subset of X into H. Identity element multiply with Hx. Okay, we know that any element which is multiply with identity, we get the value does not change. Okay, we get only Xh, which is subset of Xh, and again multiply with both sides in X inverse. Okay, what we will get? X H X inverse, which is subset of is equals to X H X inverse. Okay, X inverse, always X is a element, X inverse is a inverse element in G. We get the identity. So we get X inverse is nothing but identity, which is subset of equals to X H X inverse. Okay, so identity element we get the X H X inverse. Okay, from condition 1, this is the condition 1, X inverse H X inverse H X, which is subset of equals to H. We get solve the problem, we get the X H X inverse X. When we are, these two conditions are satisfied, these conditions two are satisfied, only X H X inverse is equals to H. Okay, in this condition these two conditions are satisfied. Okay, so what we are doing, what we have proof, X H X inverse normal sub, we can assume a normal subgroup, then we prove that X H X inverse is equals to H for every X belongs to G. This is the theorem. Okay, and one more theorem, a intersection of two normal subgroups is a normal subgroup. What is the intersection? For suppose S is any set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So S1 is a subset. What we will get? 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay. So S2 is a another subset. What we will get? 4, comma 5, comma 6, comma starting 4 with. Okay, S1 is a set of 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. S2 is a subset of S, which is elements are involved in 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, so what is the S1 union S2? Anyone? S1 intersection S2. What we will get? S1 union S2. What we will get? S1 intersection S2. Okay, next S1 intersection S2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 4, because intersection is nothing but element which is belongs to both the sets. Okay, 4 belongs to S2, 4 belongs to S1. That's why S1 intersection S2 is equals to 4. Similar process here, intersection of two normal subgroups is a normal subgroup. Okay, so we can assume that H1 and H2 be a two normal subgroup of a group G. Okay, so what is the definition of intersection? H1 intersection H2 is equals to the set of X belongs to G. So, H belongs to G. H is a element of group G, and also this element which is belongs to H1 and H2. Then we can assume that H1 intersection H2 is equals to small h. Okay, so let X an element which is a belongs to group G, and H an element which is belongs to H1 intersection H2 is nothing but H belongs to, small h belongs to capital H1, and also small h belongs to capital H2. Okay, divide individual. What is the condition? X belongs to G and H belongs to H1 intersection H2. Okay, so is nothing but H belongs to H1 and also H belongs to H2. We can write X belongs to group G. Okay, so X belongs to group G and H belongs to H1. So what is the definition of normal subgroup? X belongs to G and H belongs to H1. What is the definition of normal subgroup? Anyone? Normal subgroup definition. XH X inverse belongs to H1. Okay, here this is same. X belongs to G and H belongs to H2. What we will get? XH X inverse belongs to H2. Okay, so XH X inverse belongs to H1 and XH X inverse belongs to H2. This element which is belongs to both the sets H1 and H2. We can write as XH X inverse belongs to H1 intersection H2. Okay. So given that H1 is a normal subgroup, H2 is a normal subgroup. Then we can finally we get the XH X inverse which is a belongs to H1 intersection H2. Thus, therefore, H1 intersection H2 is a normal subgroup. Clear? Respond. Everyone clear? Okay. And one more theorem. A subgroup of an abelian group is a normal subgroup. First, what is the abelian group? When we are called abelian group, a group is called abelian group. When we are called condition abelian group. We know that the abelian group. Say yes or no. We are discussed about these topics are in previous classes. Okay. AB is equals to BA. These condition a set like a group. Okay. A set or either a group which is satisfy the AB is equals to BA. Then it is called a abelian group. Okay. Group is satisfy the four condition. What is that conditions? Group conditions. Closure property, associate property, next identity property, next fourth condition inverse property. Okay, these four conditions are satisfied, then it is a group. Okay, and also these four conditions and also commutative property. Okay, then satisfied these four conditions along with the commutative property, then it is called a abelian group. Okay, now abelian group is a normal subgroup. Now we want to prove that abelian group is a normal subgroup. Okay, so that's why given the information, let H be a subgroup. In everywhere H be a subgroup of an abelian group G. Okay, since G is a abelian, G is a abelian, H is a subgroup of G, then automatically H is also a abelian. Okay, so let X belongs to G is nothing but X is a element of G and small h is a element of subgroup. Okay, X is a element of group and H is the element of subgroup. Then what is the normal subgroup condition? XH X inverse. This is the condition of normal subgroup. So we can clearly observe that X belongs to G and H belongs to capital H. Okay, we know that the normal subgroup condition XH X inverse. Okay, I can write G is a abelian and H is a abelian. Okay, so abelian group condition, what is that? AB is equals to BA. Okay, in similar manner XH X inverse. Okay, I can assume that these two elements as a one set. Okay, what we will get? Abelian group. Then we can write XH is equals to HX. Okay, as usual H inverse. Okay, by associate property, X into H into X inverse. Okay, we know that X is the element, X inverse is the inverse element. We get the X inverse is a identity element. Okay, H into E. Okay, we get the H. Finally, we get what we have assumed that X H X inverse, which is the equals to X, is nothing but H belongs to capital H. Okay, then H is a normal subgroup. Okay, so this is the theorems on based on normal subgroup, and very important theorem for fourth semester examinations. Okay.